Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. We're past Christmas now, but I just wanted to give you a channel update. I haven't done this in a long time. It's been like August, I think. March, I think was the last one. Maybe May. Sorry, Mater's out in the hallway yelling. Anytime I want to do a recording, these kids have been downstairs for half an hour while I took a shower, brushed my teeth, and came in here to record. As soon as I sit down at the microphone, he comes running in the room screaming. Fun. Like he's not upset, but he's having fun. Anyway. So I want to take a quick look back at the year and kind of see where we are, where we're going. Obviously, here's a little possible spoiler, or for those of you that recognize the screenshot, it's a pretty popular shot. So, but I'm actually going somewhere to show you something. So taking a look at the year in review, last year at this time, right before New Year's, I had less than 1,200 subscribers. I also had, I want to say I was making less than $30 a month on YouTube, and just kept plugging away at it, enjoyed doing it. It was my second year starting. So this year, going into 2016, it's going to be my third year of recording. I started in October 2.5 years ago. So, before that I was doing videos with remote control airplanes and stuff like that, but I started my YouTube channel for the World of Tanks and some other games right around then. So, this year, it's December 28th right now when I'm recording this. I'm hoping to have this up today. The exciting news is that I am at almost 6,000 subscribers. In fact, I think I will cross the 6,000 mark by next week. We are making approximately $300 a month on YouTube, and it goes up probably 30 to 50 bucks a month. So I make 300 this month. Next month I'll make about 330, maybe 340. So what do I do with all that money? Well, right now, because we're in the winter, it's mostly going back to my family. So where are we going with the channel? This is very exciting for me. I hope, and I know this is probably not realistic, but one of my goals this year is to grow the channel. As I get into the winter here and things get slow, I'm going to be spending a couple hours a day really trying to put content together, maybe look into some new games, including obviously Star Citizen here. This is my Aurora LN. I bought the cheapest ship. I didn't want to get too crazy without, there's some really cool ships out there, and I thought maybe about getting a freelancer, but at $125, I'm like, I don't really want to spend that much money, and supposedly you're going to be able to get all that stuff in game anyway, so but this is one of the games that I got. I also saved a bunch of money for the Steam sales that came up the past couple weeks, so I bought a whole bunch of new games, including Space Engineers, which we're definitely going to be doing a series on. It's just a great game. Seth and I have been playing it together. We recorded our first couple sessions. I don't want to say they were dynamite. They're going to require more editing than I was hoping they would, but they are fun. It is a really fun game. Obviously, Star Citizen. We may still take a look at Elite Dangerous. I don't know for sure yet. I bought Polybridge. I bought an airplane building game that looks like a lot of fun. It has some potential for YouTube. BeamNG Drive. So I'm looking into some of these new early access games that are coming out that we can add to our channel. But the bottom line is this. If World of Tanks and Farming Sim are kind of where it's at for my channel, those are the two that we're really still going to be focused on financially, and also as far as my time goes. Those two channels or video games that I have on my channel are my priority right now. But I have to look to the future, because at some point World of Tanks is going to die. I hate to say that, but it's 4 years old at this point, and I think 5-6 years seems to be kind of the folding point for a lot of those online games. So in the next couple years, they're doing a really good job keeping it interesting. They're doing a great job adding new content. They still do some stupid things that I don't like the map changes and all that crap, but in general, World of Tanks has really tried hard to keep the game current, and I think that they're doing a pretty decent job of doing that. So I don't know how to get out of the seat here. I'm pressing F to get out, and is it escape? No. Eject, tab, escape. Help, let me out. Oh. I haven't really played this game. I kind of goofed around a little bit before, but I didn't really I thought it was escape, but I guess it's not. Well, whatever. So anyway, that's what's going on with World of Tanks and the farming sim. We're going to definitely stick with those. Obviously, the new farming sim is going to be coming out sometime this coming summer, so that's exciting. We'll have the Farm Sim 2017 will be out, hopefully with a bunch of new stuff. Plus, there's a whole bunch of DLCs slated to come out for the 2015 version, which we'll definitely be buying and covering. You know, it's been a great year, and I'm excited about what's happening, and I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. And once again, I want to thank all of you for being part of the channel. I'm still trying to answer every single email and comment that I get, and I'm going to tell you, it's about 100 to 150 comments a day that I'm answering. So, but for those of you that leave comments, I try to respond, and whether they're negative or positive. I will say this, the last couple weeks, and I think it's because people are either off of school or just because the channel's getting more popular, you're going to run into this more often. I've had some, I don't want to say trolls necessarily, but people with very negative attitudes. And I'm telling you this right now, if you come on the channel and you start swearing and cussing out the people that are here and part of my community, I protect my community, and you will be banned. Just telling you that right now. If you come in and you start calling me names or swearing at me or calling any of my viewers names, and we had one person in particular come in and started calling people homosexuals and telling him to F off and all this other stuff. And as soon as I saw him leave those comments, I left him a very, very long message about this is not what this community's about. And you can take your 10-year-old behavior elsewhere. We're not doing that here. There's plenty of other channels where you can be a jerk, but we're not doing that here. And he's like, well, I can defend myself, can't I? And I'm like, you're not defending yourself. You're attacking my viewers. That's not defending yourself. So those kind of ad hominem attacks where you're personally attacking my viewers or myself, they will not be tolerated on this channel. So if you see guys like that come in and then you wonder why they don't leave comments anymore, it's because I'm banning them. They get the ban hammer. So we're here to be constructive. We're here to talk to each other and have fun, hopefully grow as people and individuals, and also grow in our gaming skills and all that stuff, but we're not here to be negative or to hurt one another. So anyway, that is part of the community that I'm trying to grow, and I hope you guys are having a great time here. And I'm just so thankful for all of you. I mean, this has really been a blessing for my family. I know next month, January is always really slow for us, so that $300 will come in handy coming in to pay for, you know, milk and diapers for John, and groceries for our family. That's close to our monthly budget for groceries. So we're taken care of there because of you guys. So once again, things that help the channel, obviously, you know, Mitsutayu and Wallace and Kit Catlon, some of these other guys have made huge World of Tanks donations to my channel. I mean, like hundreds of dollars. These guys have been supplying tanks and premium time and gold, and a lot of guys have given, there's a lot of guys that have given premium time gifts, and they've given gold gifts and monetary gifts to my World of Tanks channel specifically. And that has been a huge blessing to me. And it's really helped my channel grow because then I can have all these tanks to review for people. So that's very exciting. Hang on one second here. Sorry, my kids were getting pretty obnoxious. Trying to get out of the seat here. There we go. Whoop. But the secondary thing, you know, monetary obviously always helps when you guys give donations to the channel, whether it be a game. I know Arctic Trooper's talking about possibly getting me Wolfenstein when it goes on sale next. That's awesome, and I'll play the game for the channel. You know, donating, you know, pieces, parts, or ships, that kind of stuff, or you know, World of Warships, this game. Those are all things that help my channel grow, because then I have things that I can't necessarily afford. Though now that we have more money coming in, it does help, but it goes fast. Especially with my family, you know. I have a lot of times where I'm like, I want to spend money on other things, but I have to spend it on that, and that's cool, because that's what it's for. But things that will help me directly are the donations. But secondary stuff is also extremely important. When you guys donate your time, basically, if you go on forums, if people are asking questions about, hey, Farm Sim, I didn't know, what does this do? And you post a link to one of my videos and say, hey, check this video out. I can't tell you how many guys come to this channel for the Farm Sim through my Crone video. The Crone Big X video is by far my most watched video. And basically it's just talking about this harvester that nobody knew what it was in the game. Well, people now know. Another thing that people come to, reviews. So if people are interested in buying a tank and they're like, hey, is this worth it? You can always, if you're a World of Tanks forumer, you can always, in that forum, you can always post a link. I have almost all of the premium tanks reviewed. There's very few that I don't have. So if you look under heavy tank reviews, medium tank reviews, tank destroyer reviews, under those playlists, If the Scorpion goes on sale, you can, somebody's asking, hey, what it is, you can put a link to one of my videos and say, hey, this guy's got a video. Those kind of things really, really help the channel, because then usually those people come and they watch it. Not only is the person that's asking the question going to watch it, but a lot of other people that are in the forum, reading that forum will also watch the video because they're going to be interested in it too. So that directly helps our channel. Sometimes I'll go on and do that, but to be honest with you, I don't like beeping my own horn. So I always feel a little bit awkward when I hop on the channel and say, hey, here's my video. And people are like, oh, good for you. But it helps me when I have a referral, especially, you know how referrals work. I mean, when you recommend yourself, yeah, that's one thing. But when somebody else recommends you, that's a big deal. If somebody, if somebody recommends my business as a photographer, says, hey, you need to hire RCAT, Ohio Real Estate Photography, I have way more of a chance of getting a job than if I call somebody and say, hey, my name's Arthur and I do real estate photography. Chances are I'm not going to get that job. But if somebody's like, hey, I need a photographer for this commercial shoot, and one of my other friends says, hey, I got this great photographer, I've gotten some of my biggest clients that way. Morgan Management, the apartment company here in Cleveland, they have become one of my largest clients, and that came from a girl from another company who owned apartments, referred me to them and said, hey, I'm friends with this girl. She's the leasing agent here, and they need somebody to come and do their photos. And so I referred you. And then the next day, so I called them and said, hey, I got a referral from Bethany, and I just wanted to make sure, it's cool that I, give you guys a call. And I've done literally tens of thousands of dollars of business with them this year. So the same thing holds true for YouTube. Referrals are just huge. So if you guys want to help my channel grow even farther, that's going to help a lot. And why do I get to all this? Well, the bottom line is this. If we can keep growing for 2016 like we did last year, and once again, I was making $30 a video last year, $30 a month last year, and I'm up to over $300 a month this year. That's 10 times growth. Okay, now I don't expect it to grow that much this year, but it might. And if it does, that means by next year this time, I'll be making $3,000 a month. What does that mean for you guys? Well, it's great for me, right? Oh, good for you, Arthur. You're making money playing video games. Okay, cool. But the bottom line is this. It means that I will have more time to put towards this game. So World of Tanks. And not only that, but I'll be able to add more games. Right now, with World of Tanks and the Farming Simulator, I'm pretty much maxed out on the amount of time that I can put towards this, because I got to do the weddings and I got to do real estate. But if by next year I'm making $3,000 a month, I can call the guy that does the weddings and say, you know what? I don't need to do these anymore. I can, and I don't, then I have Saturdays free. Every Saturday will be free. Instead of me working every single Saturday of the summer, I'll now have an extra day a week, and I can wake up Saturday morning and do YouTube channel stuff. And that's enough to add 1 or 2 more games into my rotation. So that's why it's important that this channel grows. If you guys help me do that kind of stuff, I mean, this channel is going to help provide for my family during the winters, and that's where we really need help. So on a financial level, you guys you've been through a lot with me, for the last 2 years. At the beginning of last year, I was $50,000 in debt. I was 2 months behind on my mortgage, and only because of miracles, people sending checks, family members saying, hey, we found out what's happening, and they sent checks for us. That's the only reason why we survived until this year in our house. And we had a relative, if you guys remember, in spring of last year, we had a relative pay off all of our debt, almost $50,000 in debt, and that saved us. So our house is safe this year. I'm sure we're going to get a little bit behind again this year because it's winter, but it'll be a much faster recovery, and we'll actually be able to make money next year. But, stresses are kind of coming off now, where there was a lot of stress this past year. So hopefully I'll be able to put more time into the games and getting videos done there too. But, I'm really looking forward to this year. I'm hoping for a much better year. I got great news that I wanted to share with you also. My old client that was between $30,000 and $40,000 a year of business, I lost this year. And it was because they got bought out by another company. Well, once again, that whole referral thing, one of the girls stayed in the company, and now she's calling me. She called me last week and said, hey, Arthur, we're going to need you to do our entire Columbus, Ohio, which is like 16 properties. And we also need you to do our entire Michigan, and that is another 10 or 15 properties this coming year. So here comes more work. What a huge blessing. So I just wanted to share those things with you guys and encourage you. And you know, sometimes things get hard, but if you just keep pushing, sometimes things will get good. You know, and if the YouTube channel keeps growing, all of those things are going to help me to have hopefully a little bit better life and a little bit more ability to do more games and spend more time doing this kind of stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you all for being part of this. Once again, we're going to be adding hopefully at least 2 or 3 new games this year. And, you know, wow, that's crazy. That's a bug. And as long as things keep going well with our channel, you know, I'm going to keep hopefully giving you good content and things that you guys are going to be interested in. And so anyway, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Feel free to ask any questions that you might have. I'm always glad to hear from you guys. And as we grow, I'm going to still try to answer comments every day and talk to everybody that leaves a comment. So anyway, nice talking to you. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in space and on the battlefield and in the ships and everywhere. Have a great night, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.